Hi, my name's Frankie, and I'm with Bite Size Activism, which is an organization that tries to empower all of us to become activists in a way that fits into our lives and schedules. I think that so often we think of activists as being other people that are doing something out there that we can't access or can't contribute to enough. And so we just disengage and stay in our own lane in our busy lives. And I believe that activism is for everyone. If we acknowledge that our engagement with it can be small and imperfect and something that we can build into our own everyday lives. And today, on October the 2nd, 2020, it's a very important time. This is election season, which is arguably one of the most important times for bite-sized activism, although all 12 months of every year are an important time as well. We have a very important election coming up, and today I wanted to talk to you all about writing letters to voters. So there's a lot of talk out there about phone banking and how important it is, and it is very important, and it's one of the most effective things that any of us can do to try to shift or swing an election. However, phone banking is not for everyone. And I know for me as an introvert, I have a very limited capacity for phone banking. And so what I have more capacity for is writing letters, because I can do it in the quiet of my own home whenever I want to do it. I don't have to have that adrenaline rush when someone answers the phone. It feels really productive. You get to have this stack of letters that you've written. How amazing does that feel? Like, just a stack of letters is so amazing. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about how I'm writing letters for this particular election. So I found an organization called Vote Forward, and you can find a link to it below. But this organization coordinates letter writing for campaigns in all 50 states. And you can sign up to do 5 letters or 20 letters. And then once you finish that first set of letters, then you can add more if you're feeling like you want to keep going. So I have gotten completely addicted to this. It's just, there's something about it that just makes me feel productive and like I'm doing something. So some cool statistics that you all should know, because it can feel with these actions sometimes like we're just spinning our wheels. Maybe we're sending off these letters, but is it really going to make a difference? Is it going to change anything? And so Vote Forward did a study in the U.S. special election in Alabama in 2017. And they found that turnout for the people that got letters was 3.9 percentage points higher than the control group, the people that did not get letters. And when they controlled for things like gender and age and other demographics, it was 3.4 percentage points higher. So that's a huge deal. Three percentage points absolutely can swing an election, for sure. But even smaller levels can swing elections. They also looked at the Ohio special election this past August in 2020, and they found that the letter writing boosted turnout for that group by 1.44 percentage points. So this is a big deal. And I guess when I think of it, I think, okay, so if I write 20 letters, maybe one of those letters might sway a person to get to the polls. And if my friend Margaret writes 20 letters, maybe one of her letters. And so it's a ripple effect. The more of us that are doing this, the greater chance we have of swinging elections. And also, something that I love about Vote Forward is that they target people who are traditionally ignored by campaigns. So people that are young, people of color, and they specifically try to get them to the polls. So that too is a big deal, because we're not just writing the people that we know are going to vote. We're writing the people that might be on that edge of, I don't know if I'm going to vote, or not, and they need encouragement. So you go to the website and you sign up, and then they'll confirm you're not a robot, and then they'll approve you to start writing letters. And I think you need to actually go back and sign in, because sometimes their notification that you're approved might not go through. So you want to go back and sign in again to confirm. So these are the things that you'll need. I have my supplies here to show you all. You will need stamps, and I have my pretty Women Vote stamps that were released this year. You can buy stamps online, and you can buy stamps at any grocery store. Usually, at least around here, you can do that. So you don't have to go to the post office during the post office hours to get stamps. You can also, when you take your letters to mail them, you can, if you choose to, wait in line, and they can actually stamp them for you, and just charge you right then and there for the postage, instead of buying stamps that you stick on. And they just stamp all your letters with their stamps, whatever, I don't know what you call those things, stamps. Yeah, so you're gonna need envelopes, and they are full letter-sized envelopes, these are not postcards, these are actual letters. You will need a blue pen, with a theory being that when the address is written in blue, the person receiving the letter knows that this was not just generated by a big company sending them spam. This was actually written by a human being. So blue is important. You will need access to a printer. And if you don't have access to a printer, you can print things at FedEx, or you might have a friend who will print them for you. So if you're my friend and you're local to me and you're watching this, let me know and I will print letters for you. I have a really good printer at my house, and I would love, love, love to print letters for people. So the good news about the letters are they come kind of already fixed. And so all you have to do is fill in a few words. And so I am straight up copying the advice I got from Vote Forward. And my letters say, "Dear so-and-so, I'm writing to you today." This is the pre-wording. "I'm writing to you today to urge you to vote and to share my story with you. I vote in every election because," and then I'm adding, "generations before me have fought so hard for the right to vote. I can't squander it now, no matter how frustrating politics can be!" Exclamation point. That's just what I'm putting. And then I'm signing just my first name and my last initial to the end of the letter. And then when you put your return address on it, they give you a return address. So you don't have to put your own address. Just put your first name, last initial, and the address that they give you. I also find that this goes faster when I sort of assembly line it. So what I'll do is I'll take my 20 envelopes and I'll go ahead and return address all of them. And so I can almost like memorize the address as I'm going. Then I take my pre-done letters and I'll go ahead and write my portion on there and sign my name on every one, assembly line style. And then I'm ready to write the person's name at the top and to personally address their letter. And so I do each one a little bit more slowly for that part, and then I stamp everything. And then you log back into the website and you say letters prepared, and they actually tell you when to send them. So they're going to tell you, currently the date is October 17th, where you store up all your letters and you wait, and then on October 17th, you take them to the post office and you can put them in one of those blue bins outside to send them. I find this very soothing at such a very chaotic and stressful time. Election season always gets me. It's so stressful. And so this is something that I can do and feel like I'm doing something productive. I'm encouraging people to vote. I'm encouraging people to vote that might not be getting that much encouragement otherwise. And so it's a way to support our democracy, you guys. It's a way to make sure we're all participating. So I hope that you'll join me in writing letters. I'm going to put a link to the Bite Size Activism blog below, so check that out and let me know what you think.